Hello everyone, thanks for joining me, and yes, we got a lot to go over today. But first I want to tell you that I am in no affiliation with Open Platform. I am just a community member and investor, and I am also not a financial advisor. So the best advice I can give you is do your own research. So you obviously click this because either you're a big fan of Open or you saw the deal about Fortnite and crypto. So let's get into a little bit about that. Currently, Fortnite does not accept crypto. There are not any articles out there about that they're going to, but their parent company, Epic, who built Fortnite, has actually invested into a crypto company. So that is something I would look forward to in the future. I approached the Open team about this because I think not only would Fortnite be a good partner for them, but if they have spoken with this other company. I am currently told they are aware of the other company, but to do more research before I really dig into it. So I advise you to do that. If I get more information on it, I will definitely let you know. But one of the reasons I brought this up is because most people perceive Open as being just a solution for games. You know, if somebody like a Fortnite, and there's concern over, well, most of those are on platforms such as Apple, or with iTunes or Google Play, Amazon, and how will Open fit into those? And I need you to think outside the box regarding that, because the last part of my video here, I'm going to talk about some email hints and what I think about that from an email that they sent out about 2 days ago. And I need you to think outside of apps and games that you traditionally would think of when it comes to open solutions. So we'll get to that part here in a minute. So let's talk a little bit about the Binance contest. The community coin contest, yes, Open did submit their information for that, and they were not chosen as one of the 5 finalists. My personal opinion, and from many others who are well known within this industry, is that they were not chosen because of a couple different things. With the main one being that they currently do not have the circulation and market cap totals up on CoinMarketCap. I have addressed this with the team personally, and am told that they are working on this, and actually it is coming up in discussions today with the team. So hopefully they get this part fixed really quickly, and maybe the next Binance contest we can look at getting Open into it and have success. But the current Binance contest, there are 5 coins in it, and I would look for NKN is probably going to have the best chance of winning this. I don't think that Neo is going to let this not win. And as we all know, Binance loves Neo. So that's who I predict to win, and it's pretty obvious they're up by almost double percentage of anybody else at the current time. So let's talk about some of the latest updates with Open. So the first update I want to address is actually regarding the price and what's happened in the last week. We definitely saw a huge dump. The main reason for that is private sell investors who got their 3rd distribution. Some of them have been disappointed or were just flippers, and so they did dump, and they dumped hard. Now, when you look at the overall volume, it wouldn't be as big a deal if there was more demand for the coin currently, and that's the thing that's lacking that Open is working on. It's that lack of demand that is hurting the price, and we wouldn't have seen near the decrease in price or even a decrease at all if there had been a little bit more demand. But I think that is going to come with news. The team does have a lot of news coming out, and I know there is news coming out, I believe, in the next 24 hours before the snapshot, and there are a few other really important things happening, but timing is extremely important. I can tell you from my experience, and I think I've told some of you this before, there's a coin that I heavily support that is down, and actually went down even further after announcing their masternodes, after announcing some partnerships, after announcing just a lot more detail, and it didn't help. And that is common right now for new ICOs that are releasing news during this down market. And I do think things are going to turn around, and I may look at that at the end of this video and kind of explain to you what I think is happening there. But let's get to their updates. They released a couple days ago their new roadmap, and they are ahead on some things, namely being the wallet and the voting. They released some details on the voting. The wallet, they have done the wallet and addresses, and we'll be working on the actual transactions. While they are ahead on this, I just want to prepare you in advance. Our current time for the swap is the end of August. They are on that pace, but I do want you to understand, if it's not ready quite then, don't panic. You want this to be done correctly. All they can do is give you the exact timing. If you're not looking at dumping and flipping the coin, it doesn't matter anyways. Just hold on to it. You'll get your coins, and we'll see the price start going back up. One of the major things they talked about was the GitHub, where they are now over 730 commits on the Open API and over 888 GitHub commits on the Open chain. They are working harder than 99% of the other projects out there. This project is going to do well. Just give them some time. One of the things that I want to address on this regarding these updates was they did send out an email soon after this blog. I'm going to pull the email up and just read some quick details for you on it. Okay, so I want to bring up the email and read a couple paragraphs for you because I was told there's some hints within this, and I have kind of figured out a few things that I believe the direction that Open is going, and I want to go through this part with you. So the first two paragraphs are, it's an exciting time to be a part of Open, from surging through our technical timeline to developing a research arm to fostering the development of new partners and applications to integrate with our platform. Open has been hard at work at building out our Open Research Consortium, which is ready to be launched, so you can expect more details on this very soon. We highlight our significant technical development progress below. Open development team has been hard at work on the technical goals of our Scaffold Generator API and Open Chain. We previously announced the release of our API documentation, Scaffold Generator, and Scaffold templates, allowing any developer or company to begin accepting cryptocurrencies through the Open API. So here's the part where I need you to think outside the box. So what I want you to do is maybe go back a few seconds, re-listen to what I just said, open up that email, reread it, but get that in your head, and then I want you to think about the blockchain space without crypto for a moment. We're going to bring crypto back into this, but I need you to think about blockchain when it comes to these hints here. I was told they're hints in these two paragraphs, and then I came up with what I believe this means from a blockchain standpoint, and pass that on to find out if I was in the right ballpark. And I was told, yes, I am in the right ballpark, and now it's to figure out what exactly that means. So, in terms of blockchain, you look at all these huge companies that are mentioning that they're having blockchain projects started, and whether that is IBM, MasterCard, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, I mean, there's tons of them. If you're a Fortune 500 company, you're looking into blockchain technology right now, or in most cases, those companies are building their own blockchain. Traditionally, we have all thought of Open as a payment processor on apps, and whether that is the next new game that's out, or paying for movies or something else. Yeah, that is still an option, and that is a big part of Open, but what I believe these two paragraphs lead to is more of looking at blockchain as a whole and how Open can play a part in that. In my opinion, just about every other project out there does not address this. So, okay, Microsoft is building their own blockchain. Okay, well, that means they're going to do it on their own. Everybody thinks that since they're going to do it on their own, maybe there isn't any coins or anything like that, there's not an investment into crypto. Well, you may be right, but that doesn't mean that Open cannot play a part in this. Open Chain is being set up so that it can be integrated within any blockchain. And I know a lot of you have thought of, okay, well, great, that can work with Ethereum, that can work with EOS, that can work with Neo, all these different things like that. I need you to think bigger than that. I need you to think about the Microsofts. I need you to think about the Facebooks and the people that could take Open products and services and basically use them in a plug-and-play environment on their own chain. This is huge in my opinion, and this is where I see things going. This research arm or consortium that they're talking about, I believe that this will be a large group of people who are either executives or decision makers with Fortune 500 type companies who will be getting involved and implementing open products and services. You're not going to get any of this information from the open team. They're not going to confirm this, deny this, or anything else because they can't comment on it. This is where I personally see this going based off this, and I told them in the right ballpark. So for what it's worth, do a little more research and keep your eyes open, but think big. So after that, I do want to talk a little bit about where the market is going because as some of you know, I did predict last week that we were going to see a large increase in Bitcoin and because there was good news coming out and the good news has continued. So I'm going to go back to where the market is currently. And so we're just about $301 billion is where the current market cap is. And what I had predicted with Bitcoin, I told you it's probably going to spend a few days sitting about where it is. And then we're going to test some lower support levels again. I initially thought that lower support level might be 7,800, but I believe it's probably closer to 8,000 now. It seems like that support is moving up. I still think we will test that by the end of the week, but I think we're seeing similar patterns that we did see last week. If we hold and maintain that through Friday afternoon, which Friday afternoon is a key timetable for crypto because there's a lot of sell-offs before the weekend. If we hold that 8,000 before Friday afternoon here in the United States, then I really do think that we will kick up and bounce again through the weekend. I think we'll see that 9,000 probably by Monday. But I could be wrong, and like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I've been lucky on quite a few of these things, but it's just things that I've seen. Okay, so there is one last thing I want to cover before I get off of here, and that's the snapshot and those details. I did a video before. You can see the link in the description that talks about 61 questions and answers that you may have about the open swap that really answers about everything. Go look through it, watch it. I'm sure I'm answering a question that you probably have. Snapshot is set to take place at 11:59 p.m. That is Pacific Standard Time in California on Sunday the 29th. So make sure that your coins are out for them. I would advise you, if you have coins sitting on KU Coin, get them out early. Don't wait until the last minute to get them because there have been situations in the past few weeks where the Ethereum network has gotten crowded and it's taken people 4 or 5 hours to get their coins out. So don't wait, and you can't leave them on KU Coin and get credit for them for the bonus. You have to have them in your own personal wallet. But again, you can visit their blog for that or click the link in the description to see those Q&As. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. Make sure and visit blog.openfuture.io, and you guys have a great day.